Hey everybody, it's Tia DeShay. This is a PSA from Mirror Moments with Tia DeShay, intentional versus commercial, where I am going to explain to you, give you more clarity about the type of products that I create and the type of products and services that I offer. Okay, my products are intentional versus commercial. Now, commercial, yes, in a sense, like I do sell them. So, yes, they are commercial in that sense. However, they're not commercial in the sense of the way that they are created. Okay, so let me explain. And I watched several videos on YouTube, and it helped me to come up or clarify what it is that I do. Like I know it, but it was trying to find the right words to explain it. So here it is. Okay, so intentional versus commercial. There are people like myself who make like intentional candles, meaning that when you purchase a candle from them, some of them are on Etsy, some of them sell through like Facebook Marketplace or through their social media platforms, but they make intentional candles, meaning like their candles are not like a Bath and Body Works, where when you light them, the scent throw, as they call it in candle making, is going to light up the entire room. It's not that. Bath and Body Works specifically, and Yankee Candles and other type of candles, they specifically sell candles for the scent, and it could be aromatherapy purposes, but it's for the scent. Whereas those of us who make intentional candles is not necessarily for the scent. It is for the intention. Like if you want a candle for money or success or happiness or self-confidence or protection or clairvoyance, divination, purification, then we're going to make you a candle for that particular intention. And we'll include herbs and oils in that particular candle that helps to amplify that intention. So it may not look quote unquote pretty. It's not for aesthetics. Now it's not going to be, they're not going to, especially not me, not going to just throw it together and just give you anything, but it's not made like in a manufacturing setting where every time they make a candle is going to be perfect. Like, it's going to look the same. You're not going to have any holes in it, no wet spots in it, and things like that. When we make intentional candles, it's not a manufactured look. Now, mine are made with excellence, but it's not as if it's made in a factory with machines. It's made by hand, and I'm infusing my intentions into the candle. I'm pouring and melting the wax myself. I'm crushing the herbs myself. I'm adding the essential oils myself. Um, I'm praying over it. Things like that, for whatever the intention is. So on the right hand side, here's an example. This was a dragon's blood candle that I made for myself. And it was infused with dragon's blood incense, dragon blood's fragrance. I added some glitter, and then I colored it, with the color red. I don't know. I didn't even have to color it because the dragon's blood incense gave it a natural color. Now, did it have this, you know, extremely high scent throw? No, it didn't. That wasn't the purpose of it. The purpose was for protection. Dragon's blood is for protection. So I'm burning the candle to amplify, to reinforce the protection around myself. That's what I mean by intentional versus commercial. Here's my soaps. This one is an open roll soap, and I'm perfecting the soap, my soap making, Um, as I'm recording this video, I'm perfecting it, adding more herbs and things to it. But here's my soap. My soap is not like a Bath and Body Works product, where it's very infused or highly infused with fragrance. It is intention, and it's not even meant to bathe with every day. This particular soap, open roll soap, it's to help you if you have blockages. Your rolls aren't clear or there are obstacles in your way. You would bathe with this soap. Does it have a scent? Yes, it has a scent. Whatever essential oils that I use or herbs that I use for this particular soap, it will take on that scent. So my products are more of an earthy scent or whatever essential oil that I'm using. I add no other dyes or fragrances. And they are made for a specific intention. So while I'm making them, I'm playing certain music that centers around that intention. I'm praying a Bible verse over the particular product that relates to that intention. It's intention. So you're not going to get the smell. That's the biggest thing, is the smell. Now I use a soap base that's very moisturizing. I'm going to try now a soap base that the soap base is made from cocoa butter and shea butter. But the soap base that I'm currently using is very moisturizing for the skin. But it doesn't have all of the other ingredients that you would find like in a Caress soap or a Dove body wash, um, or like I said, Bath and Body Works, anything with a lot of fragrance in it. And my products, you're not using them every day. It's just that for that particular time period, for your intention. Once you feel as if you've accomplished what it is you intended to do, then you stop using the product. Then we have Florida water. I make my own Florida water. Of course, this Florida water, although I love it, I still buy the Florida water. Um, the Florida water that we often find in botanicas and metaphysical stores. That we all of us know. I think it's Murphy. I can't think of the company, but you know which one I'm talking about. Like, no, it doesn't smell like that because I'm using natural ingredients. Like, I'm using natural herbs, cinnamon sticks, the peels of an orange and a lemon, um, and a lime. I'm using anise, seeds. I'm using lavender and rosebuds. My base is rubbing alcohol, or you could use Everclear, 100% grain alcohol, but it's going to have a different fragrance or a different smell than the traditional Florida water that we buy, because I'm using natural products and I'm not adding the dye and the other fragrance that's inside of commercially bought Florida water. Nothing wrong with it. I still buy it. I like it. I'll use it, but I'm learning how to make my own, because when you make your own, it's more powerful. It just, you can speak to it and tell it what you want it to do. And you're putting your love and your attention into it. And then the last one is my room sprays. I make my own room sprays when I can't burn incense. If I'm in an environment where I can't burn incense. So, although I love my incense, but if I can't burn incense, I'll make my own room sprays. And my room sprays, I make them with witch hazel, a little bit of distilled water, and then I add essential oils to my room sprays. To me, the room sprays smell amazing, and I make room sprays for different intentions. So of course, the room sprays are more highly fragranced because I'm using more than one essential oil. However, well, it's just like any other room spray. You spray it and you can smell it for, maybe a minute, about a minute. and then it, it dissipates into the air. But of all my products, the room sprays are the most highly fragranced, but they are still intentional. And my room sprays, because I'm not adding the other ingredients that you add when you're doing something on a mass scale, you have to shake it before use, because the oils will separate. So you have to shake it before use, because that's what happens when you're making natural products. So my things are more intentional. So especially with the candles and the soaps, I really want to make it clear they don't stink. They just are not filled with all the fragrances and dyes and other ingredients that come with more mass produced soaps and candles. They have an intention, and you're burning them for the intention more so than for the smell, and more so than for the aesthetics. So that's what I wanted to come on here and explain about the difference between intentional versus commercial products. So when you see like YouTubers or people on social media talking about, they're going to make a candle, and it's intentional, or it's a magical candle, or it's a spiritual candle, that's what they're talking about. They're making something that's intentional, and their focus is not on smell, not on the scent throw. It may smell good, it may, or what I should say, not it may, you may, the smell may fill up a room, it may not, but that's not the purpose of it. The purpose of it is not to fill up the scent to fill up a room. It's for you to get your desired intention. Also be mindful too, like they are beautiful. The candles that I see are beautiful, but technically when you see these candles filled with all these herbs, it is a fire hazard. And they look beautiful. They are beautiful. They are beautiful. And that's where it comes in from intentional versus commercial. They are beautiful. The aesthetic is amazing. It has the crystals and the herbs in it. But I am here to tell you, as a candle maker, and I burn candles a lot, that those candles are dangerous. That you really have to keep an eye on them, because the herbs will catch fire. That's why you will see people just put a small amount of herbs. They'll grind it up really fine and put a small amount of herbs on the edge of the candle, away from the wick, so that it doesn't catch fire. So be mindful of that. The candle may be loaded with all of these beautiful herbs and flowers and crystals, but that is a fire hazard. It is a fire hazard. And unless you plan on sitting with that candle and keeping an eye on it, I would suggest you don't burn it. You don't leave it unattended. Because once those herbs hit that flame, it will catch fire. And also, a lot of herbs can drown out the wick and it won't burn. So yes, they're beautiful to look at. Yes, it's a good way. It's a good marketing tool, and it's a good thing, a good way to make sales, but it's not safe. It's not safe at all. So that's why when you see people like myself or other people make intentional candles, it's not loaded down with herbs, because we understand the fire hazard behind it. So that has been my PSA announcement, giving you just a brief overview of the products that I have and what they look like, and the difference between intentional versus commercial. So my room sprays, my Florida water, the Florida water has to sit for a while. It has to sit for at least a month, between 2 to 4 weeks. It has to sit infused in the alcohol. And don't worry about the the peels or the herbs going rancid. That's the purpose of using alcohol, because the alcohol preserves it and prevents it from rotting and going bad. And the longer you let it sit, the more infused it is. The longer you let the ingredients sit in the alcohol, the more infused your Florida water is. And I have books. How I make my products is I have books on oil making, on incense making, candle making, herbs. And so I just look at the books, read, go through the books, use the books as reference tools to see which oils go with which oils, what's their property, what I want to do, and all of that. So I would really suggest, if you are like me and you're doing more intentional products, then invest in you some books that teach you about incense and oils and herbs. And then you can learn which oils, go with what oils, are good with each other, what herbs work well with each other, what herbs correspond to the planets, to the days of the week, and all of that stuff. And resources. Obviously, if you're listening to this on YouTube, you know about my YouTube channel. Please like, subscribe, and share. Because I also do Bible study, Hoodoo Bible study on here. So make sure you like, subscribe, and share. And my website, you can go to my website to see all of the services that I offer. And I have an app, Mirrored Moments app, where that's where all my exclusive content goes, is on my Mirrored Moments app. Content that I don't share on my social media or on my YouTube channel. Now, as far as selling the sprays, I do sell the sprays. There are $10 for a 4-ounce bottle, $10, and the picture that you saw is a 4-ounce bottle. So they're 10. Is it 4 ounce? I'm sorry, it's 2 ounces. It's not 4 ounce. This is a 2-ounce bottle. So it's $10 for a 2-ounce bottle for my room sprays, and I do sell those. The candles, unless you're local, I do not sell, because sometimes I use soy wax for my candles, and sometimes I use Crisco oil for my candles. And we all know Crisco oil, the melting point on that, to ship that, it would be a disaster. So my candles, unless you're local, I don't sell the candles, or I don't do a mass production or mass distribution of my candles, only because the different type of wax, or quote unquote, that I use for them. Now what I will do, what I'm thinking about doing with the candles, is tea lights. Like, what I'll do is I'll include a tea light with a color that corresponds with what your intention is, and then I'll just include the herbs with the candle, and you can dress the candle yourself. I am thinking about selling it that way, versus the candle being already dressed and then mailing it to you. If I just find a tea light candle and cleanse it, and consecrate it and pray over it, and then include the herbs with the candle for you to dress it yourself, then I think that's better. That will definitely sustain shipping. And then find a way to enclose the oil. I would have to find a case to enclose the oil. They do sell small bottles at the Dollar Tree that I could put the oil in, but it's just about, will it break? Will it open during shipping? So I have to think about that. That is why right now I'm not selling the candles. because I got to find a way that I can ship them and it's not damaged in shipping. Okay, but definitely the room sprays I sell for a 2-ounce bottle. It's $10. And let me tell you the type of sprays that I make. I make a high vibe spray, high vibrational spray. If you want to keep the vibes high in your setting, in your environment. I make a dragon blood spray. I make a Van spray, a blessing spray. What else do I make? I make a love spray. I make a protection spray, a healing spray, and a money spray. So if you're interested in any of those type of sprays, you can find my information, my contact information in the description box below, and I will make the spray for you. And a disclaimer before I end this video, a disclaimer: if you are pregnant, if you are intending to be pregnant, you're trying to get pregnant, or if you are nursing, then the sprays that I just mentioned are not for sale for you, because there are certain essential oils that pregnant women should not consume, like on their skin or inhale. It's not safe for you and it's not safe for the baby. But I am a customer. I have posted on my Facebook page my Van spray, and it was my Van spray. And what else did I make? My healing spray. I posted a picture of my sprays on my Facebook page, and she wanted them, but I knew that, that she's attempting to get pregnant. So I researched all of the essential oils that I could use, or that pregnant women can use safely. So I do have a mommy, I call it a mommy blend. A mommy blend for mothers who just had babies, who are nursing, or you're pregnant, or you're trying to get pregnant. And all of the oils that are in the mommy blend are safe for pregnant women, and it's all encompassing. Like, it'll cleanse your space. It's for love, protection, luck, money, power, success. It high vibes, uplift your mood. So the oils that are inside the mommy blend spray are safe enough for pregnant women, nursing women, women trying to get pregnant. But they do all of the other things that I just mentioned. Like it just does, it's a all-in-one spray. All-in-one spray. So if you don't have to worry about, oh, well, I wanted a money spray, but I'm pregnant. Well, this mommy blend spray has essential oils in it that vibrate on the energy of money. So you'll get that in the mommy blend spray. All right. So I mentioned all of that. Thank you so much for listening to this video and understanding the difference between intentional products, the products that I make, versus the ones that are available on a commercial level. And there's nothing wrong with those products. I mean, I still purchase the products. I like the way they smell. But when we really need to change something in our life, it's time out for the way it smells. It can smell good, but it's not changing anything in our life. We need something that's more intentional, and that's what I do. That's what I do, is that I create intentional products to help you change, the environment around you, and to change your behaviors and your thought patterns and things of that nature. So thank you so much for watching, or listening rather. This has been Tia DeShay, and until next time, stay blessed and stay aware.